Alright, so in the last data download we got, literally less than basically 24 hours ago on the GP version, there is an interesting change here that has sparked a lot of discussion in the community, and this is about the Super Saiyan 3 GT Goku that turns into the Great Ape GT Goku, the Golden Great Ape here. Of course, the biggest thing about this is the precursor to Super Saiyan 4. And what they did here is they changed this character's ID. So, to explain it further detail, Proton did post this. To anyone wondering what this is about, he went from character ID 332 to ID 741, Super Saiyan 3 Goku GT to Super Saiyan 3 Goku GT. Now, the biggest difference between these two is that 741, the new ID, has a tail, and 332 does not have a tail. So here is the original sprite. Here's the new sprite, or I guess it's an existing sprite, but they changed it, right? So now he, of course, has a tail, which, you know, in the series he had a tail. So I guess they've never really caught on to that until now, which is interesting, right? You know, a lot of times they do make changes to these assets, or these cards or things like that, and they usually mean one or two things. One, or it could be one of two, one or two. It could be both technically, but the first thing is this character could be getting an EZA. Definitely possible, right? That this character gets an EZA. You know, there's a funny little thing I said. I don't think it's gonna happen, but I guess we could talk about it real quick. Where this guy next week is getting an Extreme Z Awakening, potentially. And then next week we get the release of Super Baby 2. Now, the reason I said that, that'd be very, very funny is because this guy actually does fit Rose Goku Black's leader skill of Corroded Body and Mind. And it'd be like, oh, well, that's why they gave this guy Corroded Body and Mind and his leader skill. Because of the fact that they're gonna release a baby and they want him to fit the team. I don't think that's going to be what happens. I just think that is funny because, like, if we take a look here at Super Saiyan 2 Kefla, right, that came out a while ago. Obviously, C came out, and then the Part 2 Lars UI Goku doesn't fit the leader skill. I believe another year Goku and Piccolo came out for one of the years, and then the Kid Gohan. I don't think that Kid Gohan actually is he on rapid growth. That Kid Gohan. He might be. I just want to bring up this one last example here. I can't find out, but you know what I can do? He's on, well, let's bring up Hybrid Saiyans, sure. I was gonna say he has All in the Family, but Hybrid Saiyans is a good way to bring it up. Like, take a look here, this guy, right? Heavenly Events and then Master Student Bond. I don't believe that that LR is on neither of these categories, right? So that is the one thing that we could talk about there. Now, again, in relation to the fact that this guy is getting an asset update, besides that little small theory, you could say that they are preparing for a new version of this guy, right? And they're just looking back at the previous card and they're like, oh, we actually should update this. Now, we do know, based on the recent producer's letter, it does take them quite some time to make these LRs. They say it could take them like a year at times, man, to actually fully make these LRs. We could see here, man, Ribrianne was updated in November of 2022. And then guess what happened? In October 2023, LR Ribrianne came out, right? Ribrianne Kakutsa Rosie did release. This is Giant Ribrianne. Well, actually, this is normal Ribrianne, but still. They added details to her wings. If you take a look here, they made them like more sparkly. And, you know, I would not be surprised if this is around the time they started working on like the animations and or whatever of the Ella Ribrianne, because it's literally about a year ahead of time. Would make a lot of sense, right? Again, given that they stated that they take like, you know, they could take a few months to a year to work on how these LRs are, and especially for Worldwide Celebration LRs or Tanabata LRs. Now, what I would say is, in terms of Tanabata for like a new transforming Super Saiyan 3 Goku to Super Saiyan 4, I feel like that's not gonna be the case because they don't usually do. They usually don't do back-to-back years of repeat themes. Now, it would be not impossible to imagine that, like, at the end of the month, we just get transforming Super Saiyan 4 Goku, like Super Saiyan 3 GT, into Super Saiyan 4, and then we got like a part 2 of our baby, which again would almost be a repeat of last year in a sense. It just doesn't feel like they would do that. Not that they can't, not that it won't, but I think you guys get my point, right? And on top of that, I feel like, you know, worldwide celebration is still a few months away, and if they're still working on the card right now to do like asset change like this, I feel like unless this guy is getting an EZA soon, and that's the reason why, if it's more so they're releasing a new version of this guy, which I think this guy would still EZA during a GT celebration anyways, it's closer to that. So I mean, this is a pretty significant hint. Now you could say, you know, in this thread we never got really a new Cell. We did get again the Super Strike King Vegeta awakening, and technically we did get a King Vegeta this year 2024, but maybe that's a bit of a stretch because this guy, I mean, they had everything planned out, they said, until the 10th anniversary. So it's very likely, I mean, they could have been working on King Vegeta here. They could have easily been working on the like same day King Vegeta here and got him ready ahead of time in 2022, which is kind of funny if you think about it that way. But yeah, we never got a new Cell. I mean, hey, maybe they're working on a Cell. Maybe Tanabata this year is Cell Saga. that could be possible. Like, what if they do Tanabata Cell Saga? I wonder how people would feel about that. I've seen some people saying, oh, you know, worldwide celebration should be Cell Saga this time. I think it's been a while since we got like Super Saiyan 2 Gohan versus Cell or something like that. So I mean, I'd be down, but it would be interesting. But yeah, I brought up Rebrand Kukutsu Rosie here. They came out October 2023, and then the acid change was in November of 2022. Now, continuing on, we do have again some other GT hints that I talked about in my previous video. They basically changed the text scrolling here, the wording that they used. Apparently, this only said select menu during the 4th anniversary, but they changed it right here to this. Tab of Dragon Ball you haven't attained yet for a hint on its location. For the Black Star Dragon Balls GT, which is really odd that they would change that, because like, why would they change this? You know, there's no reason to, especially since the Dragon Balls haven't been obtainable since the 4th anniversary. So the only real thing that can come for this is maybe they're gonna be usable again and they just change the text ahead of time. And this is on the global version as well. Keep that in mind, right? So again, I think that further pushes to, like, let's say, worldwide celebration over Tanabata, because we don't know what's gonna be like when Tanabata is gonna come in global. But we have a very strong idea about, of course, worldwide celebration, because of the fact that it is gonna be in both versions, right? That's just how it works. Especially since that'd be post sync and Tanabata is prior to the sync, right? So really interesting to see how that could actually end up going. And then, of course, we have this, the movie bosses red zone during the 9th anniversary at JP. We got stage 8, level 8 movie bosses red zone here, which is all the final phases of the red zone put into one phase. They upgraded how hard these enemies hit, etc, etc. Did all of this kind of stuff to it. Broly, you know, at the end he's doing a 3 mil damage super, 1 mil damage normals, right? Lots of HP. They took away the dodge disable, but that's okay. Then we have this, obviously this came out at the same time, right? These events both were introduced during the 7th anniversary on JPN Global, and you know, this event is going to be getting its upgrade on the 9th anniversary for Global, but this event has not been updated. And you know, I'm just gonna say, like, this could be like a relatively difficult one, right? With the 17, like, are we gonna fight all 6 Shadow Dragons? Like, what's gonna happen there? Is it just gonna be Ice? Is it gonna be Nova and Ice or something like that? And obviously the Omega phase could potentially be devastating if they, I don't know, like, they would have to give this guy 2 supers so that he does 1 normal super attack, and then he has the countdown as well for him to be super really threatening, unless they make him just so tanky that he's always going to be getting his super attack off here, which is kind of, I mean, even during the 7th anniversary with the LR Super Saiyan 4s, you could just like completely demolish this guy before he even has a chance to launch it, which is really funny. His countdown super, which back then, you know, hitting for 1.5 mil, it's kind of funny. But yeah, this guy right here, like, getting a super, not a super, a boss rush here for like the Sin and all the other bosses could be quite interesting. I would like to see that. I think for sure that would make a lot of sense to me, and that has yet to happen. So just keep that in mind, y'all. Now we have GT link up again. I'm thinking that we're gonna see Super Saiyan 3 GT Goku for sure now, right? Super Saiyan 3 GT Goku. Maybe he has Golden Giant Ape in his name. Maybe he doesn't have Golden Giant Ape in his name. I mean, probably would be better if he's just Super Saiyan 3 GT Goku, because of the fact that if he does have Golden Giant Ape in his name and this guy does EZA, like, you know, this could be potentially a good linking partner. This character right here does have the 3-turn 50% raise, so if they add defense here, that would also be 50% defense. Keep that in mind. Some of these old characters for some reason had 50% here, so adding defense, it would make it actually 50%, unless they do the silly thing where they make this greatly raises attack for 3 turns, then raises defense normally for 3 turns. In that case, it would only be 30%, but Dokkan semantics, man. Then I think the LR that would be paired with him is, of course, like I'm thinking it could be a just Super Baby 2 character like this. Even though, obviously, I guess this guy does have Great Ape in his name anyways, but I guess just like, because this is the only Super Baby 2 named character in the game, which is kind of crazy. So again, just giving us just a Super Baby 2 LR would be fine. Maybe it could be Super Baby 1. Then what he could do is he could charge up, then launch what's it called? What is it called? The Revenge Death Ball, right? He charges it up. It could be like a standby even, where it's like, okay, Super Baby 1 LR, maybe it takes some animations from the normal Baby Vegeta right here. So this is Baby Vegeta. Or it could be like Baby Vegeta, the standby into Super Baby 1. Because Super Baby 1 actually doesn't really do anything. He goes Super Baby 1, and then he charges up the Death Ball, and then he goes Super Baby 2, basically right after, essentially, or pretty much when he's doing it. I don't remember Super Baby 1 really doing a lot in the series. Maybe I should go back and rewatch GT again, but from what I remember, again, Super Baby, like, Baby Vegeta shows up, and then that's after Goku was fighting Baby Goten and Baby Goten and Gohan, right? He was fighting them for a little bit. It was not really a fight, it was kind of like a scuffle. And then this guy shows up with Baby Vegeta. I think Baby Vegeta kind of just like puts the hands on Goku, and then he goes Super Baby 1 after absorbing some of their energy. Then after he goes Super Baby 2 and launches the Revenge Death Ball. So that could be like a standby into Super Baby 1, then he launches the Revenge Death Ball, and it's a transformation into Super Baby 2, is what I'm thinking could happen. Which would make a lot of sense, right? Another use of the standby skill. There's not really a extreme class character with the standby wonder. Can I look up standby here? I don't recall another villain character with a standby skill at the top of my head anyways. I mean, I could probably look at, like, I don't think there is one, right? Like a standby villain, because we got, for standbys, we got Super Saiyan 3 Goku, Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta, DG Goku and Vegeta. Then we got Sword of Hope Trunks. And there hasn't been like a TOR character with the standby besides the World Tournament Goku. So yeah, no villain character has gotten the standby skill just, so it's interesting, honestly. I mean, Super Baby 2 could be a perfect standby character, so I mean, there we go. That could work out quite well. Yeah, no villain character with standby, because this is, I guess, no, this is an active skill, right? Yeah, active skill. So there you go. Anyways, continuing on from there, I think part 2. Now, part 2 could be interesting. I was thinking at first it might just be Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, because this is the last Super Saiyan 4 standalone Vegeta we gotten. But I started thinking about it more, and I was like, okay, we got this Bardock, right? You know, imagine this Bardock when he becomes an LR. That's like a round of worldwide celebration, right? Imagine that. Then it's actually not just Bardock, but it's a tag mechanic where it's like Bardock / Goku. And then it's a tag mechanic, not just exchange, to where you could switch back and forth between them. And then with like a tag mechanic like that, I think a lot of people would be a little disappointed that this would be a free-to-play card, but as long as it's good, I think that's what really matters, even if it's free-to-play or not. If it's a really good card, then I think that's the most important thing. So if they make this card like really good, and then it's like a tag mechanic, Bardock and Goku, and then maybe they get all the categories, could be quite interesting. Or maybe it might just be only Bardock's categories, right? But like imagine he's introduced, and then Worldwide Part 2, it's Super Saiyan 4 Goku and Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, but it's a tag character instead. In fact, let me bring this up real quick. So I just wanted to bring up the Dragon Ball Legends thingy here. Then actually we could bring up, I think it's a green character on Legends. It's like a tag Super Saiyan 4 Goku and Vegeta. I think you guys might know who I'm talking about. Although I can't find them. Are they green? I'm pretty sure they're green. Let's see, 4. Yeah, this guy right here. See, bam. So this is a Super Saiyan 4 Goku and Vegeta like tag character where they switch between the two forms. If you take a look here, we could switch here. This could be one of the Partolars, I think for sure. You could also say it could be Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. I feel like Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta might just be saved for year 10 though. Like I imagine like year 10 like a big fusion kind of thing where it's like Super Vegeta and Super Gogeta. Then part 2 is like Blue Vegeta and the Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. That's what I think is gonna happen. Personally, that's my guess on what could happen, right? That's my thought process. But yeah, anyways, like a tag Super Saiyan 4 Goku and Vegeta, they tag between each other. I think that could be pretty cool. Would be a new named character because we don't have like a Super Saiyan 4 Goku / Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta. So I guess it would probably be Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta / Super Saiyan 4 Goku. I think that would make sense. Because again, it's been a while since we've seen Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, and it would probably help. I guess the one thing you could say is that, like, if they only get Vegeta's categories, it would help some of these teams a lot more. But then technically he might not be like on as strong teams. Like, of course, he wouldn't really be on Kamehameha or anything like that, unless they make it so that you get both characters' categories, which would be the ideal thing. And then I'm thinking we can get a Transforming Sin, because we don't have a Transforming Sin. We don't have, well, I guess Omega's intro, that is him transforming, huh? That's the only thing that kind of throws a wrench, because obviously if we I don't think I could bring up Omega. Dude, when's the last GT boss's character we've gotten? Maybe if I bring up the legendary power link here, we could find Omega. I believe Omega's animations are, I think his intro is him transforming. So you know what? Still, just give us. Just do this again. Who cares? Whatever. Just give us the Transforming Sin to Omega. I think would be ideal. But that's my thought process. Let me know what you guys think about like a GT Worldwide. There's tons of EZs we can get. I shouldn't have closed it, but like if we take a look at, I have to bring it up again, of course. Like GT right here, the link, perfect. Like again, we can get the EZA4. If we take a look here, I mean, it'd be funny if they give us this guy's EZA. I doubt it though. We can get the EZA4 Super Saiyan 3 Goku. We can get the EZA4 this Trunks right here, this year 2 Trunks, this year 2 Pan, year 2 Super Baby 2. We can get the EZA4 again Golden Wii characters, Super Saiyan a GT Goku, Super Saiyan GT Vegeta. In Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta could get an EZA. We could also get like EZAs for this Goten and Trunks, and then this Goten and Gohan. I mean, they could even EZA Tech Man if they really wanted, but I wouldn't expect that. Super EZA, I mean, they could Super EZA this guy, I guess, but I would assume the year 2 Super Saiyan 4s would be the Super EZAs that would come out of this. That would make a lot of sense. It could also be STR Mega. STR Mega could easily be the Super EZA that comes here, which probably wouldn't make more sense, like an STR Mega Super EZA, right? But yeah, there's other characters there that I could point out that I'm just like not going to, because this video, I don't know how long this video exactly is, but it's probably been a bit. So I'm done. Let me know what you guys think. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you all next time.